I offer my humble pranam at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Welcome to video lecture on microcontroller and embedded system laboratory. In this class, I'm going to explain this program. Write a program to arrange a series of 32-bit numbers in ascending and descending order. In this case, the size of each number is 32-bit, that is 4 byte. Okay, actually we can write the same program for the signed number as well as unsigned number. But in this example, I'm going to write for unsigned number. Unsigned means there is no sign, only magnitude. So these are the different flags. Now first I'm going to explain the algorithm because I'm going to arrange the number in ascending order using bubble sort algorithm. As for bubble sort algorithms, we require n minus 1 passes, and every time we require something like during, so totally we require, if you have n equal to 6, we need 5 passes. So in general, if you have n elements, we require n minus 1 passes. Okay, for each pass we require like n minus 1 comparison, next n minus 2 comparisons. Then I'm going to explain this in detail. So this is the array. Okay, the name of the array is A. In this case, I'm going to assume the size of each element is 32-bit. The 32-bit or 32-bit number. As for bubble sort algorithm, we have to compare, or consider first two numbers, have to compare first two numbers. Say I'm going to compare these two numbers, that is 77, 42. Now you are planning to arrange the number in ascending order. Ascending order, the first number must be lesser, the second number must be larger. But here, I'm going to compare 77 with 42. So what is the difference? It is positive. If the difference is positive, then we can conclude the first number is lesser, the second number is larger. Then we have to exchange. Therefore, as for this, it is in descending. If you consider these two number alone, it is in descending. If you want to make it ascending, then we have to swap. Therefore, it requires swap because first number is larger, second number is smaller. It requires swap this. Now 42, 77. Now we have to compare 77 with 35. 77 with 35. So once again, the first number is larger, the second number is smaller. It requires swap, that is exchange. Then compare this with this. It requires exchange. Then compare this with this. Okay, here the first number is smaller, the second number is larger. It's already in ascending. Therefore, it won't require exchange. Means it won't require a swap. Therefore, no swap. The next 255.05, definitely the first number is larger, second number is smaller. Therefore, it requires exchange. That is like this. See, now pass one is completed. Pass one is completed. At the end of pass one, we can able to notice one thing. The bottommost element is the what? Largest element, the largest number. Say after every pass, the one number is sorted. If after pass one, the last number is sorted, that is 255 is the largest number. Okay, in the next pass, no need to consider this number. That's why I have to reduce one more pass. Okay, now pass two. Now in pass two, you have to start from beginning. Therefore, compare 42 with 35. So here actually you have to reduce one comparisons. Now 42, 35 once again. First number is greater, second number is smaller. It requires exchange. Exchange the number. Compare these two, then exchange. Compare these two number, then exchange. 7705. Actually, it's a smaller. It's a greater. It's a smaller. It requires exchange. Exchange. Then we have to repeat. That's pass three. Repeat same thing. 35, 42. It won't require any exchange. Leave as it is. 4205. It requires exchange. Then start from beginning. That is, it's the beginning of the pass four. Now pass four. Now we have 3505, 0535. Okay. Now go for pass 5. So in this case, it requires only one pass, sorry, one comparison. So 12, 05, it's the largest number, it's the smallest number. If it is in descending, you have to make it ascending, it requires exchange. Therefore, you have to exchange the 05, 12. See, once total number of passes gets completed equal to 0, then all the numbers arranged in ascending order 05, 12, 35, 42, 77, 255. So this is the logic behind this particular program. Now what I'm going to do is Just I'm going to show the program. So this is the program to arrange the number in ascending order. Okay, this is a complete program to arrange the number in ascending order. Okay, this is a complete program. What I'm going to do is I'm going to explain with Keel Microvision software. I'm going to explain line by line using Keel Microvision software. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Visit my website. But now what I'm going to do is just I'm going to explain same program using Microvision software. Yes, I will use that particular software. Then I will explain. So this is the program. Okay, this is a complete program to arrange the number in ascending order. I'm going to explain line by line using single step mode. Save, that is compile, means compile. Let's say 0 errors and 0 warnings. Then go to debug. That's a debug. Okay. Now this is the program. This is the initial content of all the registers. This is the starting address of the array. Now here in this case, here you can see here A is the name of the array. DCD, define constant for double word. Actually, I'm going to store the starting address of the array in this memory location A. Therefore, here I'm using that particular address. Okay. Now in this example, I'm going to explain for 6 elements. N equal to 6. Therefore, before execution, we have to enter the number starting from this location. So here we are talking about 32-bit number. 32-bit means 4 byte. The size of each memory location is 8-bit. Therefore, it requires 4 locations, 4 consecutive locations. To make it simple, I'm using a smaller number. We can put larger number like FF, that's the maximum possible number. To make it simple, I'm going to use a smaller number. The first number is 77, let it be. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the starting address of second number. Let it be some number 42. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the starting address of third number. Let it be 35. Then once again, this is the starting address of fourth number, that is 12. Then here, that is I'm going to, this is fifth number, that is let it be number FF. FF stands for 255. I'm going to put in hexadecimal form 1, 2, 3, 4. Here this is sixth number, let it be 05. Okay. Now here I'm going to consider 6 numbers. The size of each number is 32-bit. This is low adder byte. This is high adder byte. Okay, I'm going to use n equal to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally we have 6 numbers. The size of each number is 32-bit. Because I mentioned the problem, write a program to find the largest. Sorry, this is not this previous one. Actually, in this case, we have to use for what? Actually, this is for not this problem. Okay. Now what happened? This is the program to arrange the number in ascending or descending order. Okay. Now here the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. N equal to 6. Therefore, how many comparisons we require? We require n minus 1 comparison. That is for pass 1 we require 5 comparisons. That's why here 5. I'm going to store 5 in R5. Move R5 comma 5. That's 5 goes to the rest R5. If I execute this instruction, then R5 becomes 5. What is this R5? I'm using this R5 for number of passes. That is n minus 1 passes. Then I'm going to load the base address of the array. That address is stored in memory location A. Okay. Once if you execute this instruction, then R0 becomes this address. Starting address of the array comes to R0. R0 contains the base address of the array. R0 gives the base address of the array. Now I'm going to transfer the content of R5. R5 contains 5 to where? R4. I'm going to use R4 for number of comparisons. Okay. For pass 1, we require 5 comparisons. For pass 2, reduce one more comparison. That is 4 comparison, next 3 comparison, 2 comparison, 1, final 0. You have to come out of the loop like this. Next, that is over. R4 becomes, that is, we have to store R5 to R4. Okay, execute that. Now R4 becomes 5. That is R4 becomes 5. R5 becomes 5 because 5 number of passes, number of comparisons, that is over. Then here the pointer is here. Load register R2 from memory. Which memory pointed by R0? The square bracket refers to memory. R0 gives the address of first data. So what is address? That is this address. Then it takes you to this location. This data comes to where R2. If you execute this instruction, now R2 contains 77. This data comes to R2. Then I'm going to transfer the content of R2 to R1. R1 becomes 77. Then here the pointer is here. Now the starting address of this is 4, that is 400004. Therefore, I have to update the pointer. We have to increment the pointer by 4. The initial value of R0 is this. Then you have to execute this. Now it becomes this. See, it gives the address of second number. The starting address of this data is this, that is 04. Now read second number by using this instruction. By using this instruction, load R2 from where? From memory. Which memory pointed by R0? What is the value of R0? R0 contains this. It gives the address of this. This data comes to where? R2. Then if you execute this statement, then R2 becomes 42. So what is the value of R1? R1 contains first number. Now R2 contains second number. As per our bubble sort algorithm, I have to compare first number with second number. R1 gives first number, R2 gives second number. We have to compare R1 with R2. If R1 is smaller and R2 is bigger, it won't require any exchange. It won't require any swap. It is already in ascending order. But in this case, R1 contains 77 and R2 contains 42. Therefore, first number is larger, second number is lesser. It is in descending. Therefore, it requires exchange swap. Now here compare R1 with R2. Suppose branch if lower are same, then no exchange. Now this job is over. Just execute this. The control comes here. After comparison, what is the meaning of compare? It takes the difference. According to the difference, all flags are affected. Okay, in CPSR, but content of R1 and R2 remains same. R1, R2 remains same after comparison instruction. Now here we have to make decision. If it is lesser, same, go to no exchange. In this case, we know that the first number is larger, the second number is smaller. So definitely this condition is false. This pointer comes to this next immediate instruction. Just you can see here, the control comes here. Now it requires exchange. Now here, now actually R1 contains this value. We know R1 contains 77, R2 contains 42. Okay, it's very important step, especially in this particular program. Therefore, what we will do here, we have to exchange. It requires exchange. Now, what is the value of R1? 77, 42. Now see here, it's very important. Now, what is the current content of R0? R0 is 04. Means it gives the address of this location. This is starting address of this location. That is currently R0 gives the starting address of second number. Then I'm going to execute this in this instruction. Store the content of R1 to where? To memory location. Which memory location pointed by R0? What is the value of R0? 404. Okay. Then the content of R1, which contains 77, goes to this location. So what is the initial value of this memory? 42. Just if you execute this, see this 77 goes to this. Afterwards, then it decrements R0 by 4. That is 04 becomes 00. Means it gives the address of first number. So just look here. First use this address. Okay, then decrement. Now see, if I'm going to execute this instruction, now see 77. The R1 contains 77. That R1 goes to memory pointed by R0. Then after that, the R0 is decremented by 4. Initially 04 becomes 00. Understood this point? Okay, next. Store the content of R2, which contains 42. 42, R2 contains 42 to where? To memory location. Which memory location? R0. Which memory location? That address is given by R0. What is the value of R0? That is 4000. It gives the address of this number. Once if you execute this, see pointer is here. Once if you execute this, okay, then it will transfer the content of R2 to this location. See here. Then after data transfer, it will increment R0 by 4. 4. Then once again the pointer comes back to this number. Okay, now I'm going to execute this. That is 42. So initially we know here 77, here 42. Then if you try to compare, the first number is larger, second number is smaller, but after exchange, this is 42, this is 77. Okay, now this is in, if you consider these two number alone, this is in ascending order. You have to repeat same procedure for everything. Okay, this is very important step. Suppose if first number is smaller, the second number is greater, it won't require exchange. The control directly comes to this. Then decrement number of comparison. If the comparison is not equal to 0, go back, go to the next comparison. Then repeat same thing. Then get this number 77 with 35, compare. Then once again 77 is greater, 35 is smaller. The repeat same procedure, that is exchange. Okay, just we can pause the video and try to analyze the content of all the registers. I don't want to waste my time here. Just I'm going to the same procedure. This is a common procedure. Therefore, totally we require 5 passes, because in this example I consider n equal to 6. Therefore, we need n minus 1 passes. That is 5 passes. Then for each pass, first pass n minus 1, comparison n minus 2, comparison n minus 3, comparisons like etc. Finally, once total number of passes 0, it comes out of the loop. Therefore, time being, I'm going to execute in a single step manner. Just you can monitor. You can pause the video and we can check the content of each and every register. Okay, yes, I'm executing each and every instruction step by step. We can able to execute the same program either in run mode or in single step mode. I'm executing this program using single step mode. The advantage of single step mode is we can able to check the content of each and every register. So that is the beauty of this. Now still we can see the content of each and every register. Now it is coming out as the next pass. Just keep on doing same thing. So you can see R5 comes out. Now the pointer is here, that is stop. Everything, all process completed. You can see the content of R5 becomes 0. See, R5 becomes 0. Number of passes becomes 0. Then only it comes out of the loop. Okay. Now this is R5. Subtract R5 by 1. Then branch if not equal next pass. Therefore, once R5 becomes 0, it comes out of the loop. Then stop. Okay. We can see the output, that is 0, 5, 12. 35, 42, 77, FF. FF is nothing but 255. Now it is arrange the number in ascending order. If you want to arrange the number in descending order, then just replace this BLS by what? VHS. If you want to arrange the number in descending order, only just we have to one instruction you have to modify, that is replace BLS by VHS. BLS by VHS. Okay. Any doubts here? So this is the way of writing the program. Okay, understood this? Okay. So therefore, try to execute this program. It's very important. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, you can write it in comments section.